What is up, Dokkan player? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Blaze. Today we are back with another Dokkan battle video. And today, before we start the video, of course, hopefully you guys are having a very good day today. And today, we are going to go ahead and talk about the Ultimate Red Zone, specifically about the tickets, because someone in chat a couple days ago did ask me about when we can use them. So if you're someone that's in part 2 right now, you've done all the missions for the Ultimate Red Zone, you completed no items, or you just beat the event, and you're wondering when you can use the tickets after beating the event, the answer is actually pretty simple. We can actually use the good old Dokkan Wiki, and we'll see here that during the anniversary, it is going to be in part 3. So when part 3 releases, which should be on the 31st of July, this is when you can see here we can actually summon on the banners with your tickets here. Now, there's going to be two types of banners. You have one for the movies and one for the GT, of course, because they both have their own collective events. Now, again, part 3 is going to start here based on the post of social media. It's going to start here on the 31st, because as we saw here, part 1 ended on the 18th and part 2 also started on the 18th of July. So for part 3, again, it's ending for part 2 on the 31st, which also means it should be starting on the 31st of July for part 3, if not August 1st here. So this is actually a really good banner for if you're a new player, if you're a Dolphin. If you're not a whale, this is actually really good value for your box. Now, granted, they could have maybe given us some better rewards, but I feel like this is actually not that bad. And the reason why is because Global has been spoiled once we actually take a look at the banner units. So, again, in total, what you actually get here from being all the events, you get your 49 tickets for the movie edition and 49 tickets for the GT, because there's seven stages in total, and you get 7 tickets as well. And you also get your support memory, which is actually not that bad. Now, taking a look here again at the banners, these are actually really good, especially if you're a new player in the game of Dokkan. Now, specifically, if we take a look here at the GT banner, we actually have some really good options. I think the only L that you're taking is going to be Nova Shenron, because Nova Shenron, I mean, he's not the greatest, but he can definitely also still help you out with GT bosses. So, I mean, he's not a complete L, but I mean, like, you're just almost never going to use him unless you have to, right? The rest of these units right here are actually W's, right? Especially, again, if you're a new player in the game of Dokkan, this is actually going to help out your box, because the reason why, like I said before, Global being spoiled, we actually have their Awakenings, and we also have their EZAs as well. So, we know here the Android 17s with their EZA, I'll pull up one of these catches right here. They're actually ridiculous, right? Especially when you pair them up with the LR Super 17. These boys go hard. These city boys, as they say in today's generation, city boys, they're so naughty. Like, they're so good. They can definitely be run on Ultimate Red Zone as well, but you do have to be very careful. But outside of Red Zone, for Super Battle Road, for Legendary Goku event, like, these boys can put in work here, right? So again, we've seen the showcase. These guys are fantastic. I think the AGL is better than the Int one, if I'm correct, but again, both these guys have an EJ really good. Pandal and Bola, I believe that's her name, or Bullpan here, sorry, are actually also really good. They have an EZA. I think Pandal you can actually use for Ultimate Red Zone. And the reason why I say this is because she does have a chance to dodge per fusion category unit on the team. So, and she also does lower attack and defense of the enemy on her 12 key super. So she's at least definitely runnable for Super Battle Road. Pan also really good with her defense. So really, you're not taking any L's on this banner here, unless you pull nothing, right? Now, you also have here, of course, your Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta has access to, of course, your the 200% leader skill, but also more importantly, after like 10,000 years, we actually have an awakening for this of Vegeta. So again, this banner is actually not that bad. Now, we take a look here at the other banner, which should be this one right here, the movie edition. This is also a huge W. I think the only L that you're taking from this is probably going to be here Bardock and Broly. The rest all have an EZA. These little boys are menace to society. I mean, I would say you can definitely run them in Ultimate Red Zone, but don't try to do like a no item run with them, because they'll definitely get you killed here. But again, they have an EZA. You let these boys cook for like 2-3 turns, get a super attack, double super, and defensively and offensively, they're looking really good here. Also, same thing for Android 18. She's a little bit more restricted, but I mean, you put her in the right place, right team build, she can also look very dangerous. Of course, we just have the recent EZAs for Goku and for Vegeta. Unfortunately, Vegeta, I mean, has potential, I would say. And the reason why is because its attack side, it has like, there's no problem. But defensively, with that chance to guard can definitely hurt you. God Goku, like I said before, is a must-have unit. So again, if you're pulling this Goku here on your new account, or if you don't have him rainbowed and you finally rainbow him, this is a huge W for your box here. So again, the only L that you're really taking in here is going to be Bardock and Broly, because I guess Broly is not the worst, but I've like the last time someone used this age of Broly, you must be very desperate. And then Bardock, like, he's just not very runnable. Now what's also really good about these banners right here is that you do have access to LRs as well. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look here on the Dokkan info, which is of course here the unfeatured units here. So again, if you're a new player game of Dokkan, or if you're a Dolphin that has not rainbowed any of these cards here, again, this is actually pretty good. So for the, let's actually take a look here at the GT one. So for the GT one, I would probably say the unfeatured units aren't as great as the movie edition. Really, there's actually there's actually not that many selections, but however, you do have, I think, a better chance of pulling an LR here. Now, there's only 3 LRs. You have your Super 17, you have your the GT Trio, and then you have your LR Baby because of GT, right? But you do also have these guys right here as well, who are actually pretty good. Oceanic Shenron, or Ice Shenron, whatever you want to call him or her, definitely can be run here against the legendary GT Goku event for GT bosses, and also is actually really good for Super Battle Road. Now, you also have here, of course, here the Trunks and Goten. These guys are fantastic on a GT Heroes team. I probably would say maybe, depending on the event, you can definitely run them in the Ultimate Red Zone. He only needs to super attack first, but he needs to stack attack and defense. So you really have to pay attention to that detail. But I mean, overall, these guys are actually still pretty good here. Now, for LR Super 17, you guys are new to the channel. I'm not the biggest fan of him. Super 17, I will say though, I mean, has good defense. Not great defense. Not like he should have great defense, but his damage reduction is just very wonky. Super 17 is not bad rainbowed. Rainbowed, like, I can't knock him down. He has some very good attack stat. But more importantly, he looks really good with these guys beside him here as well, because these guys beside him, he becomes like a different beast. So again, Super 17 is not the worst. And then we have here the GT Trios, and then of course your Baby. If you do pull him, it is kind of an L, but you do have to wait, because in the future, they are going to have your EZA. So I wouldn't bother them right away. Just make sure that you don't, you don't wait, I mean, disregard them, I'm saying here, because again, their EZA can be a very big game changer. Now, when we take a look here at the movie edition, it's just like completely different. Like, this one has really good units compared to the GT one, right? Not necessarily that, I mean, there's some really good LRs, but you also have some good TORs here as well. You also have here, of course, here, Golden Frieza, right? Golden Frieza, where you at? AGL Golden Frieza is actually really good with his EZA, because he is actually very good for difficult content as long as your HP is above 40%. Now, when it comes to the LRs, like, there's just way more LRs compared to the GT version, right? You have your, of course, Janemba, really big W if you pull them. You also have your Tavion Monosha, you have your Goku and Piccolo, you have your Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. You also have your LR Turles, by the way, which will be getting a bit of an upgrade once we actually get here the AGL EZA Turles on Global. You also have your, of course, your Beerus and Whis. You also have your Bojack, and you also have your Broly. Now, Broly, besides Ultimate Red Zone, is still a very, like, I wouldn't say top 20, but like still a very good LR EZA Yellow Flame unit, because again, outside of Red Zone, this boy is dominating Super Battle Road. He's dominating the Legendary Vegeta event, Goku event, and World Tournament. So 4 out of 5 events, Broly is like still like a very, very big demon. You also have your, of course, your Bojack. Bojack also has access to a 200% leader skill. But more importantly, his EZA. We've seen here LR Goku Black, LR Zamasu and Goku Black or Rose, whatever you want to call them. Their EZA made them like a top 5 unit game of Dokkan. So again, don't sleep on this Bojack here, because Bojack can also be game changer in the future. So again, like, this is actually pretty good for a new player in the game of Dokkan. You also have your, of course, your Tech Broly. That's definitely due for an EZA. Broly Chilai Lemo, like, I'm sorry, I'm not a big fan anymore. Tapion Monosha are actually really good. Except for, I mean, if you're not doing Ultimate Red Zone Broly, I feel like if they're rainbowed, and you pair them with this easy Tapion, I think they can do good defensively because again they get damage reduction on each super attack, which is basically the same thing, raising defense for 1 turn. So I would not sleep on LR Tape and Monosha. Goku and Piccolo, unfortunately, are just very limited in my opinion. And Gohan is just borderline. Like, I love this boy. I love this LR, but he's just borderline surviving right now with the huge power creep and difficult content. So you also have your Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku. Like, holy smokes, how many LRs do you have on this banner right here? Again, it's not guaranteed you're gonna get them because again, this is a unfeatured card, so you can also like pull these guys instead, right? So I mean, it would be like a huge help, but still, overall, I would say if you get lucky, this is actually a very good reward if you are like a new player or you're someone that did not rainbow, is missing that one extra copy to like rainbow the unit. So that's gonna be it for today's video. Again, this is gonna be dropping here. It should be dropping on the 31st of July. That's when part 3 starts. And again, you get here 7 chances to pull something good here. So it's actually pretty crazy when you take a look at it. Like, look at it. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 LRs on the movie edition. And then the GT, all you guys 3 LRs. So I don't know. I guess it is what it is. Like I said before, not the best rewards. I feel like the trouble that, you know, certain players are going to go through in order to beat the event. I feel like maybe they could have also included like potential orbs. Not potential orbs, but like equipment as well. I think that would have been really nice. But this overall is still a really good reward for, again, not the well player here, right? So, again, after we available, boys, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys agree with these rewards? Do you guys like it? Do you guys not like it? And yeah, that's gonna be about it. So if you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit the like button, sub for more videos, come down below, and hopefully I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.